What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you how to run 5 directives on heroic with the skill build. It's not ideal because of the directive's full skills, pistolero, and no armor regen. And it's not ideal to run at this, but it's a very simple method. This is by far my favorite XP farm in the game, and it's been like this since the game came out. And I have ran it like this with my PC characters, my Xbox characters, which are max SHD level 1000. And this is just my favorite way of running for XP. With fight directive is 125 extra XP, and obviously heroic, which just gives you more XP on that. And with this skill build, it's just way too fun to run. Yeah, so I'm gonna explain to you the build after this video, and hopefully you enjoy it, because this is probably my favorite way of running XP for the division, since they nerf floor 10 and nerf floor 100. Floor 100 was probably one of my favorites, but it is what it is, and this is probably the best way of going it, most efficient. So just enjoy the video, enjoy the build video, and just hit that like button, man. It helps me out. Thanks for watching. All right, man, so let's talk about the build. So to start with the specialization I'll be using is the grenade launcher, just because it gives you that 10% damage mod for your turret. As you can see, 10% extra damage. And on the videos, you see that I'll be using the assault turret and the sniper turret, depending on which one you prefer. This one's 3 mil damage, and this one, it's 122, but this slaps because it just constantly shooting. So the two primaries will be, my first one will be a tactical MK16, rolled with NSYNC. The problem with this, because I be running 5 directives on heroic, and you will basically start with no ammo, so you'll be running around with your pistol the whole time. So I suggest having a pistol roll with NSYNC, that way you get that extra 50% skill damage for 5 seconds. So just keep popping out and shooting the enemy, and then you'll see how that NSYNC stacks. And then once you get ammo, then you can start using your primary and your secondary. I choose Scorpio because with glass cannon, and if you get pushed, this thing just stops it on their track. You could use the capacitor just for that extra damage, but I felt like I'd rather go with the Scorpio. It's just a lifesaver. Okay, so let's talk about the build. You are running a 2-piece Hana U. Okay, the brand set gives you when you run 2-piece is skill damage, skill haste, and skill damage. And then all the attributes, I roll skill haste, skill damage with the skill haste mod. Okay, and then the other 2 pieces will be Empress International. It gives you skill health and skill damage. And then I rolled all the attributes, skill haste, skill damage. Okay, on each one of the attributes on both brand sets. And the backpack, I have a Wyvern piece backpack with skill damage. Obviously, the first brand set, it gives you skill damage. And then the attributes is skill haste, skill damage, and with the skill haste mod. So there's 2 ways of running this. A lot of people like running, perfect combined arms. Okay. Let's compare this. Okay, so the talents between tech support, which I always run, and talents perfect combined arms. Shooting an enemy increases total skill damage by 30% for 3 seconds. Okay. Tech support, skill kills increase total skill damage by 25% for 20 seconds. So the reason why I go with tech support is I don't really have to be out there shooting an enemy, because once you get that first kill from your turret or your drone, you're practically just in cover, and that 25% for 20 seconds just stays active. And you're gonna see in the gameplay, it's just an active talent that's just gonna stay there. You don't have to shoot. You can't shoot with your pistol just to, proc and sync and all that. But the reason why I don't use perfect combined arms for that 3 seconds is just a talent that's just gonna drop for me. And I don't like it because I will be using the glass cannon talent on my chest piece. So you're gonna be exposed a lot by shooting. And y'all know glass cannon, that 50% damage you take back when they hit you, it hits you hard and you will go down pretty quick. So I prefer tech support. That way, you just could be in cover and let your skills do the damage and just proc and sync whenever you can. Right? With my whole shoulder waveform. Okay, you know how it generates stacks every 10 seconds per skill. So it just swaps. So this is just another good skill haste, skill damage, gear piece to have on your skill, on your skill build. All right. So as you see in the gameplay, running 5 directives with heroic and just doing resource convoys or any out activity open world, this thing just slaps everything in its track. It's not even optimized. And a lot of people, you won't do this because of the skill of the, what do you call this, cool skills. You don't want to be, what is it, it puts your other, once you use one skill, the other skill is on cooldown. But when you run it in with the skill build, your cooldown with all that skill haste and a 6th tier skill build, it's literally 8 seconds or 10 seconds. It's quick. Okay. And with the skill build, it is the fastest way to recharge your skills. So it's a pretty cool method. You got to play it safe, especially with that talent glass cannon. But this is literally my favorite XP farm with the most amount of heroic and directives on to get the most amount of XP. It's not the fastest. Obviously, floor 10 and other formats were faster, but this is probably your best XP farm right now. You could do it with 4 directives and then take out cool skills and do a status effect build and just do it that way and make it faster for you. But it's all depending on your preference choice. I rather have the 5 directives to get the most XP out of it instead of the 4. And you will see in the gameplay, it's just a lot of 125% extra XP per completion, and it is fast. It's not like 5 minutes or 3 minutes per completion. It's fast. If you have time to play and just have fun with the game, then do it this way instead of having to take that one directive off just to lose that extra 25% XP. So yeah, man, enjoy the gameplay. This is my ultimate XP farm build that I enjoy using whenever I just want to just grind and just get XP just for my shade level watch.